Man, behind the scenes, our day has kind of got rearranged on us here this morning.
So you just want to call it and we'll go mushroom hunting? Weather's about right, go mushroom hunting.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think those mushrooms are going to pay our bills.
They ain't, are they?
All right, so we are still waiting on a few pieces and parts, and most importantly, we're waiting on Joey. Hopefully, tomorrow, that machine, which has now been named Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, I like that.
Is putting pipe in the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal. We had another project we were going to do today, but due to delivery drivers being delivery drivers, those parts didn't show up today, so that's going to have to wait. So we're going to go a retro dirt perfect.
Yes.
120 D4.
Yeah, my favorite.
The 120 is already on the job site. The D4 has been sitting here for probably...
Oh, have we used it?
It might have been sitting there for over a year.
It might be mad at us.
It might be mad at us. You think it's going to start?
I hope it does.
It has been started a few times. It's been moved around the building, but I don't think it's actually been on a job for over a year.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, that cat might be a little mad.
Let's find out. Alright guys, real quick before we get into today's video, got some big news. You know I love the Utility Expo. Been attending that show since 2019, man. Time just absolutely flies. It's one of the few trade shows where you can actually get hands-on, demo the equipment, tools, and tech and see how they will benefit your operation. Utility Expo 2025 is just around the corner, and I am partnering with them to bring you exclusive deals so you can join me in Louisville this October. Use my special code MIKE40 through June 27th to save 40% on admission to the largest trade show for the utility contractor industry. See the link in the description. Use my special code MIKE40 through June 27th to save 40% on admission to the Utility Expo. See you guys there, and back to the video. I hope this thing starts. It's not in a great spot to jump.
No.
Oh ho ho! Ho 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 ho!
Oh, I didn't even check. Oh, I'm good. I was worried about your chicken crap all over all the seats down here.
I think our chicken's been taken care of.
Yes, that's good there.
We did check fluids in this thing before we tried to crank her, so don't worry about that. She's good on everything. Yes. All right, it started. Does it move? You gotta remember how to drive this one.
Yeah, I know it.
Look at that, would you? This dozer has got a lot of hours on it, like 11,000 hours. It's a little bit underpowered, and we've had some minor issues with it, but for the most part, it has actually been a really good machine. It needs undercarriage. We'll get to that at some point in life. I've been wanting to buy an upgrade to this dozer, but we've had all these demo dozers. It's not really been a necessity. We still do have the Case 850 on demo, but it's on another job. This job we're going to... Easy now, don't pop my tire. This job we're going to is like an hour away. It's one of those jobs we're just going to kind of hit and miss a little bit. And it'd be nice to take this up there. We'll let it sit on that job with the 120. If we get time like today, we can run up there and get some work done. And we don't have our other equipment tied up. So she's out in the daylight. All right, I see the red on the blade. I do know what this thing was used for last. It was last fall whenever I leveled out that church. If I remember right, it's about out of fuel. All right, we'll get this thing chained down and head north. You gonna talk about a little mishap or just ignore it and start chaining down?
I didn't unhook the trailer.
That didn't happen when the trailer.
I think it was laid out on the deck.
No, that is impossible.
That is impossible to let it lay. You never forget. No. I think it was laying on the deck.
Oh, that's what I would do too if I was an operator, is blame it on the truck driver. So whenever you've seen Aaron pull up on the trailer, you've seen the track slip a little bit. Somehow it grabbed our electrical cord. And look at that, it's the perfect length right there. That's funny how that just works out like that.
I think you left it lay right there.
And, well, yeah, that's not going to plug in up there. So fortunately, in our parts supply, we have an extra. So we're going to try to splice this together and see if we can get on down the road. We're all spliced back together. We're gonna plug this in and see if it works before we heat shrink everything.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. That one fits in there a little tighter, just FYI.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's left.
Oh yeah, left-hand turn?
Yeah, we got left. We got right. Got brakes. Yep. We got everything. Hazards work. Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, I needed replaced anyways. That other one was getting kind of sloppy. Yeah, okay. All right. I think we should be ready to hit the road now.
Good as new and got some fancy bling. Let's roll. Hey, we made it.
Yeah, we did.
Hopefully getting out of here is a lot less eventful than last time.
I wasn't here.
Let me tell you, it was an adventure, to say the least. I'll show you the, yeah. All right. This is a view we haven't seen for a while, folks. Crazy part is, whenever I started this channel like 6 years ago, it was D4, 120, the old 850B were like the 3 pieces of equipment. We gotta do a lot of clearing here. I came up here the other day. I didn't realize I had the wrong bucket on the machine here. See how this thumb don't quite match up with that one. So we brought the right bucket with us. That is the hog and dirt bucket. That is the general purpose clearing bucket. So we get hooked back up, pull the trailer forward, get that bucket off there, then we're gonna try and get this truck parked out of the way. All right, see if old Trusty. Oh yeah, baby. Never a doubt. Swing around this way. Forward hook. This bucket over here in this corner, be out of the way. Might need it at a later date. Reach over and grab this bucket. Oh, I just barely got it. Come on, baby, don't fall off there. The trailer's at a little bit of a different angle than what I am, so it makes it a little more difficult to grab. There we go. All right. Just about ready to go do something. So here's the dilemma we have here.
Okay.
I can easily take this truck and trailer, back it out on that road and go that way.
Yeah.
But it's like 6 miles of back roads to get back to the main road. I could back out of here and back over 2 or 3 blind humps and back up into somebody's random parking lot up here and turn around and get out.
That's a headache.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
So that's why I committed to trying to turn around here the other day.
Huh.
And you want to know my thought process and how this all ended up? I'll give you a play-by-play, because it was a crap show.
Well, I'm seeing tire marks everywhere.
Just for the
Not
record,
where they should be.
I do not have video evidence of this, but I did get turned around without the assistance of any equipment.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll give you that.
So I thought, well, I'll just pull up to the cabin, back up in there and come out. And then I got to thinking, well, it'd make more sense if I pulled up in there and backed over to the cabin and come out. So I did that. I got up there, but I couldn't go far enough. I didn't realize there was a big dead tree up there. So then I went to back out, and somehow the trailer ended up way down over there. You see the tire track?
Yeah, I see tire tracks over that bank.
And we were doing some sliding,
Now,
grading
really
here.
Don't think that was tractor trailer approved right there.
No, I had to climb underneath and clean some rocks out before we went down the road. But I eventually got back on level ground. Then I got pulled up there, and then I ended up down the trees over here. Somehow I got out of that. And I don't know, through all the finagling over the half-an-hour period, I did get turned around.
Now, you didn't use any equipment to get yourself out, but did you have to clean up a mess? It looks like there's a little bit of a mess there. Like
No, that's, nope,
there,
that's,
smacked it around.
that's where the side of the trailer was dragging in the ground. After I unloaded the 120, I never fired anything up, and I was so happy to get turned around and get out of here. I wasn't looking back. All right, so here's the question. What are we gonna do now?
Well, if I owned this property, there's a lot that I'd be doing. If I made the calls on what to do,
I'm talking about getting the truck out of
I'll
here.
get the truck out. I really don't want to see it turned over today, so we'll go safe. But we got the dozer. We got track. What if we move that tree up?
Well, I need more room than that, as I'm gonna be off in the mud up there.
Oh.
See, what I didn't try last time though was getting this wide arc into there. Because if I get that side of the trailer over, I think I'm gonna try it one time.
Yeah, try it one time. Yeah.
The problem is, if it don't work, you are really screwed.
No, I'm not really screwed because my truck's right there. It's easy for me to go home. You know, if it was dry, which I can't believe it ain't dry, we ain't been getting any rain, I think that you could have hugged that bank pretty hard and got that the first time.
Yeah, I know what happened. The weather stopped right here in front of me. All right, you ready?
All right, we're ready. Yeah, you're spinning there.
Never give up on the back.
Yeah. All right, he's got pulled up. Now we'll see if he can get backed up in here. We can cut it a little more, be nice. I don't think he can though. I feel safe with the trailer going off over here a little bit. Just the truck on the other side. All right, take two. It's looking a lot better. I like it. There we go. Yeah, that's how I'd have done it. Got a bank back there. Oh, that wasn't as bad as he made it sound. That wasn't as bad as he made it sound. Oh, practice. You mean practice. Yeah, you're good right there. I'd just stop right there.
All right, after all the shenanigans this morning, it's time to actually do some work.
Yeah.
So, we got a little cabin over there. On the other side of the cabin used to be a house, and we believe they filled in an old cellar. You guys will see this eventually. It is settled out. It is not pretty. So we need some dirt to fill that in. He wants to level up in front of the cabin a little bit. Kind of makes his driveway entrance a little nicer. And then we also got some drainage issues behind the cabin. So basically what we're going to do is start off by clearing all the trees off this bank. So whenever we move this bank back to fix our drainage issues, we'll generate dirt to fill in our cellar over there, right? Yeah. All of our trees are going to go, there's actually an old brush pile down there in the woods. So all of our trees are going to go down there on top of that old brush pile. I don't know what happened to these trees. It's almost like a tornado or something come through here at some point. Like every one of them's broke off like 30 feet up.
Yeah, tops broke out.
Pretty crazy,
Got
ain't
a little regrowth on some of them, but
yeah. All right, well, let's start destroying some stuff.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to get them full length.
All right, the hardest part about these little jobs is just getting started. I don't think we had to break these trees in half. I think there's plenty of room to get them down there. Aaron's gonna hop on the little dozer, start doing that. We're gonna hop back in the machine here. We're gonna just continue to get us a little bit of elbow room. There's not really anything super big in here, which is why we kind of brought the smaller machine. Well, hang on. Hopefully we can keep stuff thrown down there in front of Aaron. He's going to be a whole lot faster than us right now because he's got a short push. Eventually, we're going to win the war because he's going to have a longer push. Good to see the old D4 back at work. everything on there, but right where it's sitting, pretty good little hump of dirt. And I might dig a test hole here in a minute just to confirm. I think it's some actually pretty good dirt, which hopefully is what we can use down below. If you look off in the distance there, you can see the green roof, which is the cabin. We do have the option to clear a little farther up the hill if we want, but I don't want to clear out any more than what we have to. Actually looks like some pretty decent dirt for a change. Can I reach that tree? First big tree here. Aaron's down there watching. There is a power line down there. I don't think it'll reach it because the top's broke out of it, but we're about to find out. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Before getting it done, again, that's our first kind of big tree out of there. We got a nice little area cleaned up through here, getting that sun in here, letting it beat on this is definitely gonna help dry it out. You guys can tell it's not muddy, but it's definitely wet. I think I'm gonna jump back down, grab these 3 trees right here. That'll help Aaron out a little bit as far as getting this opened up. And I think we're gonna leave that big poplar tree on the corner for now. It may or may not stay around long term. But for right now, it's not gonna hurt anything until we decide what we need. So, hey, getting stuff done. All right, guys, we got a nice little area opened up here. Got a little bit of room to work. We're gonna hammer down here for half an hour, 45 minutes, and see if we can make it happen. It's a poplar tree. It's pretty light.
Pretty light, huh? So it wouldn't smash anything if it went wrong.
Well, not gonna say that. I'm gonna. We'll see.
Push away from the cabin.
Yeah, we'll get a post timber report, and hopefully it all went well.
All right, jam 4.
D4 in the way.
Yeah, don't hit my D4. I'm gonna have to say that was good parking on my behalf.
Trying to get as close to as I can. That's more close to my foot.
Alright.
Alright, we're gonna get this over down while we're at it.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Cabin didn't get hurt, neither did my D4.
Alright, let's get these things tested up and out of here.
Alright, 10-4.
I know you guys get after me all the time for not having a chainsaw, but I don't really know what the point of having a chainsaw is. You can just take an excavator and rip a tree apart, stack it, never have to get out of the seat, never have to go home with sawdust in your pockets, never have to worry about getting the blades stuck. Oh yeah. I'll take this option any day of the week. Now occasionally, the trees do get big enough when this option don't work. And we will bring out the chainsaw. But this one here don't want to break up that easy, so it's making me look like a complete idiot. But I'm gonna win this battle, it just don't know it yet. Hickory tree. It's like one of the hardest ones you can break up. The next one over there is a poplar tree. It'll break up super easy. Come on, buddy. Success. Got it. Oh yeah, we're getting there now. Got that second tree all busted up. Aaron's getting ready to roll it down to the pile here. Away she goes. I got about a dozen small trees up there I want to take out. All right, sorry, my battery died. What I was saying was, kind of see where this hill comes up, and then it kind of gets a little bit steeper right there. Basically, that transition down. is what we're going to clear off, which is not a whole lot more, another dozen trees or so. So let me get those knocked down and stacked out here, and I'll kind of show you the bigger picture on this here job. All right, I think this tree right here is the one we've been looking for, at least for today. Oh, the last one's gonna be fun, never fails. A white oak tree, I believe. I think this is gonna be the last tree we need to take down on this side of the road. At some point when we get back out here, we got a few on the other side. There's an old fence that runs through here. I've been trying to get cleaned up as I go too. All right. Get this swung around. Put on the tile without hitting the cabin. See what we got. Oh, that's close. There we got her. Later. Well, here's where we ended up at the end of the day, and now that we got this all cleaned off, to give you a little better vision of what we got going on. So one of the main goals is they want to have enough room to put a storage shed up there where that metal is at, have a driveway around the back side of the cabin where the water slants away and don't run underneath. Right now the water's coming down the hill and kind of running underneath the cabin, which is not ideal. We do have the option to put a retaining wall in there if we need to. We're hoping we're not going to need that. Hoping we can get this hill slope back, because they want to be able to mow this when it's all said and done. So I think it's going to be a little tight, but I think that's going to be doable for sure. This used to be what we believe used to be an old house, and I think they just tore it down and threw a bunch of concrete in. I think there might be a critter living in that hole, to be honest with you. We don't know for sure what's in there, so I think what our goal is going to be is we're going to excavate that out, find out what's in there, get it packed back in properly, because they're wanting to possibly build something over here, at least use it for parking and gain some usable space, because as you guys can see right now, that is not usable, and we want to make sure it's good and suitable for building. The other thing we're going to do is there's a stake right there. We're going to kind of widen this driveway out coming around this way a little bit to give them better access into here. And there's a handful of trees that are leaning out over the driveway. We're going to need to get those down at some point. But all in all, that was a pretty productive day. We didn't actually get here till noon, between our electrical issues and some other shenanigans going on. You guys will see here in the next couple days, hopefully. It was a little bit of a late start, but my goal for today was to get this section done, and that was a success. We got Joey coming tomorrow to finish up the GPS on the tile plow, so we're probably not going to be back here. So having all these trees off, it's probably going to rain before we get back here, so having all these trees off will definitely allow this to dry out a lot faster in the future. You can already tell how fast it's drying out when we got everything scrounged up. So yeah, not 100% for sure when we'll be back. We'll be back at some point, I promise. And we'll see if this tree makes it. I'm gonna go with, it's probably gonna end up getting taken out. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. So, all right, that's a wrap on this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Catch you on the next one.
If your travels take you through southern Indiana or just looking for a unique destination, everybody is always welcome here at the world famous Derby Market and the home headquarters of the Dirt Perfect operation. No guarantees you'll catch Aaron or myself, but feel free to take all the pictures you like. Just for obvious reasons, please don't climb on or in any of the equipment. And most importantly, please tag us on all the social platforms, including the Derby Market. Before you head out, take a quick trip inside, look around, and locate the Dirt Perfect Visitors map. Be sure you pin the location you traveled from and enter the Dirt Perfect Visitors drawing for a chance to win some Dirt Perfect merch. As always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. It means the world, and we shall catch you on the next one.